My name is Susan, this is Tatiana, and we work for the Exceptional Family Member Program, which is a military program. So for any of you that work with military families, please keep this. I know most of you work with a lot of military families, but keep us in mind. The whole objective of the EFMP is, believe it or not, to keep the family together. We are one of those few programs in the Army where we actually want the family to stay together. So what happens is when there is an educational need or a medical need that has to be documented in the program so that the Army's personnel offices know that they need to coordinate that assignment to make sure that those medical or educational services are available. When does that come into play? Think about going overseas. Think about our kiddos that are going overseas who have an IEP. Those services aren't necessarily available overseas, so that would probably be an assignment that would be declined. Okay, so we want to keep everybody together. We want to make sure that the kiddos are still getting all the services that they need. So that is the whole objective of the program. There are 3 components to our program. We are the family support component, and I am going to let Tatiana talk about what we do as far as family support.
Oh, the support side house. So
yes.
It covers a variety of things. So basically once they're enrolled, it goes to us, and we normally send them like an email or some form of contact to say, welcome to Fort Carson. These are the following services that we provide. And so some of the things that we reach out and let them know about is that we host free events for all our families. They just have to be enrolled in EFMP or in some cases in DEERS. So most of our programs are free for the family. We do fun things like photos with Santa, or let's see, what's a good one? Animal Adventures. We did one in Fountain Library here. But
Developmental screenings.
As well.
We work with a resource exchange, and we actually bring a team into the child development centers on post.
Yes.
And where parents have said, yeah, let's do it, then we have them do it right here on the installation in the child care center.
Absolutely, yes. And so most of our events take place on post and off post. So we always offer that type of service in terms of events. The other thing that we do is school advocacy, which is the main reason why we're here. We actually get a lot of requests to support the family in attending the IEP meetings or the 504 meetings or IFSP meetings. We normally get them when they think they're in a crisis, but we highly encourage you all to just give them our contact information just for general purposes, because we do a variety of things, but we don't want to actually get them when they think they're in crisis. It's better to just teach them, because mainly we're here to empower the families and get them familiar with the state laws and federal laws. So we want to encourage them to reach out to us sooner, not when they think it's a crisis that's going on. And we always say there's no crisis at EFMP.
Yeah. But you know, in April, we get all those school calls. This has been going on all year. It's like, oh my gosh.
April, October,
Yep.
So we encourage you guys to just spread the word about us, so that way they can contact us prior to that. We're here to support them for every step of the way of their journey with their kiddos that may need additional support. So after school advocacy and events, we have respite care, EFMP respite care. That one's for more of our medically fragile kiddos. So we used to offer them for like our kiddos that have autism. It changed a couple years ago, so now it's just strictly those that require significant medical needs, such as those that are equipped with G-tube, with a feeding pump, or
diabetes,
things of that nature, sickle cell, maybe even for that type of support. So we do offer that. That is once again free to the families.
And that is someone going into their home that has been thoroughly background checked by the Army, child and adult, all the states they've lived in before they are allowed to participate.
Absolutely, yes. And then if they don't qualify for our respite care, then we will look at other alternatives. So one of them that we like to refer to is the TRICARE Echo, which is the extended.
Has anyone ever heard of Echo? TRICARE Echo? Okay. Okay, don't count. That stands for the Extended Care Health Option. A lot of people aren't, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder. A lot of people, and the providers don't talk about it.
Yeah.
The medical providers don't say, hey, there's this other program in TRICARE. But TRICARE Echo is an additional program through TRICARE that pays for things above and beyond what TRICARE won't pay for. And a lot of those things come in ways of adaptive equipment.
Yes.
So
Adaptive equipment.
a lot of families aren't aware of that, and if the TRICARE says no to something, nobody gives them any other information, they go on their way. They don't know that they can take this option. The one caveat is they have to be enrolled in our program to access that.
Yes.
They have to be enrolled in EFMP.
And some
Okay,
of the-
sorry.
No, that's great. Some of the services that they also provide is like if they need home health care and then respite care, they can get it through them. So if our autistic folks that don't get services from us anymore, we refer them to TRICARE Echo because 9 out of 10 times they're already utilizing services such as ABA, which is our qualification criteria that they need to have. Well, basically they have to use one service in order to be eligible for that respite care.
And that's 16 hours through, that's an additional resource, 16 hours through TRICARE Echo, provided they're using another service through Echo.
So that's
And that is somebody come in their home as well.
yes. And I also want to say that TRICARE Echo is divided into 2 regions. So if they leave here and they go, let's say, to the East Coast, we can still network with them, help them out with that transition, so that way the services can still continue over there. So that's a good positive thing about that. Let's see what else. Because we offer so much.
We do. I think the thing that I want to focus on is the school stuff. What I think that we really pride ourselves on, I mean, we do come to the meetings at the request of parents, but we pride ourselves on educating the parents. So many of them have no idea what an IEP, they go to the meetings, they don't know what it's all about. Before COVID, we were having workshops for school advocacy, which we're getting ready to bring back up, and we could partner with a lot of folks in this room, I think, just to educate the parents, because they know nothing about the initial evaluation. They know nothing about the time period that the federal law says they have to have all these evals done and come back. They know nothing about that. So we're trying to educate them on our end, so when you guys see them, they've got a little bit more knowledge when they're coming to the meeting. So that's our goal.
Along with empowering them.
Empower, not enable, empower. We are firm believers in empowering.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one thing I just want to add on to that is that we do have an extensive library, so we offer free books, other resources like the weighted blankets or sensory items. So if they are in need of that, they can stop by and we can show them a couple things that we offer. But the books I stress because we have a lot of books on certain diagnoses, but more importantly on school advocacy. We have plenty of them, so we can share if you guys even want a copy for yourself. But that's another way that we can educate them is through our library.
The only thing that we ask, if you are talking about that, we want to connect with that family. We need to be connecting with them. So if you call and you've got 5 families in mind, hey, I just want 5 of these books to give to the families, we're going to say, sorry, can you please send them to us? Because we need to educate them. And then they go through our library and they can take whatever they want. And it's all free. It's not a checkout. It's free. They take it. It's theirs.